What's up, everybody? Happy Friday. It's Jay, one of the two weekly hosts of the War on Morons. And in case you haven't heard, we're in a fight for our very survival right now. Last week, we found out that our contract with the network you listen to us on every week is not getting renewed. But luckily, we are finalists in the Hameen Media Group's 6-star search. And as of this recording, we are holding on to a very, very slim lead in the polls. And that's where you come in. If you like what we do every week on this show, and if you want to help us keep bringing you the ridiculous fake news comedy podcast that we've been bringing you every single week for the past year, please head over to Twitter, go to @Hameen Media Group, or just go to our page @OnMorons and find the poll and vote for War on Morons in the 6-star search fan vote. If we can pull off this victory, the War on Morons will keep marching on. But we've only got 2 days left, and we've got to hold on to this lead. So anyway, we appreciate everybody that's helped out so far. We really appreciate everybody that listens. We want to keep doing this for you. But for now, sit back and listen to some of our favorite moments from the past few episodes.
Oh, well, he's a billionaire. He's the most powerful man in the world. He got all this special treatment. No, I mean, I'm sure he could have had it if he wanted it, but he's just a stubborn motherfucker. Like, I can imagine that they were trying to give him treatment, and he's just like, no, get that away from me. Don't stick any needles in me. Come on, I'm Donald Trump. Just give me another Big Mac.
All right, look, you're making me put my psychoanalyst hat on, so I'm going to put you on my virtual couch. Are you laying down on the virtual couch?
God, no.
Oh, come on, relax now. It's all right. You know, you got to remember, I've been doing this on my own radio show for 20-odd years, so you're in good, capable hands, all right?
Are you actually turning our 50th episode into a goddamn self-help show of your own? Is that what's going on?
Now, I've been listening. I've been listening to your little moron war, you know, here and there for a little while now, and I can't help but notice that you two are really mean to old Joe Biden, aren't you? You know, you're so mean to him, I'd go so far to say that you have a sick obsession with Joe Biden, because you're talking about him every single week.
Joe Biden?
Yeah, because you're always saying, there goes Joe Biden being old again. Look at him. He's a creepy old bastard, you know, just fondling children, just sniffing those hair follicles. Boy, he really is a senile old son of a bitch. Am I right? Is that what you say?
I mean, it's a political comedy show, so...
Well, look, all I know is I want to let you know just what is causing all of this obsession. And it's because you are afraid of your own mortality. Now, I heard you say today is a big, scary day for you. It's a big, scary birthday, isn't it?
What?
You said you're turning the big 5-0, and you are so worried that you're going to be a drooling, dementia-ridden, diaper-wearing, and I'm just going to say it, you're worried you're going to be a moron. So you're projecting your fear into hate for Joe Biden, and that is the root cause of your neurosis, and that's why you are a mental patient.
Okay, are you done?
Problem solved.
Dr. Larry, nobody on this show is turning 50. This is our 50th episode of the show.
What? 50? 50th episode. Right. Who the hell would give a program like this 50 goddamn episodes?
The police were called to the apartments for reports of possible shots fired. And so they were getting some calls saying, hey, I think there's been some shots fired. Then they were getting other calls saying, hey, there's a man in a gorilla suit wielding a machete. And so they were kind of like putting two to two together, and they were like, this is not good. This is no good.
I mean, hopefully they were shooting at the guy in the gorilla suit wielding the machete.
You would think, but actually, after evacuating the apartment buildings, they learned that the loud bangs were actually being caused by fireworks. So, as they were discovering this, they were also trying to talk to the man in the gorilla suit because he was talking about blowing up the building. And these were like intense negotiations. They were like,
"This is amazing! This is the best story of the year."
Come on, you're making me laugh here. You know, I did Mayor Garcetti's nose job. I mean, you look at that guy. You look at Garcetti. You wouldn't even know he's Jewish because that's my work. So if you think I have to follow any rules around this town, I mean, you're kidding. You're kidding. I mean, anyway, let me get back to the story. So I'm lounging in the hot tub. I'm checking out the Lakers game. I'm watching it on one of the big screens outside, and I see the ugliest goddamn freak I've ever laid eyes on. I mean, this guy was covered in hair, head to toe. It was disgusting. I mean, picture an Armenian, like picture one of those Armenians, that hang out at the sauna. Can you picture that?
No, not really.
Yeah. Well, anyway, he's got triple the hair than one of these fucking Armenian guys. He'd make one of those Armenians look like one of Jeffrey Epstein's girlfriends. That's how hairy this guy was.
Oh, Jesus, Dr. Felsmere, like, we get it. He was hairy. Big freaking deal.
No, you don't get it. I mean, this guy, he was completely covered in it. And then he's walking up to me, and I gotta tell you, I'm just grossed out. I mean, but you know my line of work. I'm a plastic surgeon. So I'm seeing this hairy freak, and I gotta admit it, I'm seeing dollar signs. So I call out to him. I'm like, hey, get over here. And I tell him, look here, buddy, you look like shit. And you got to come down to Felsmere Plastic Surgery and Laser Center, and I'll take care of you. and would you believe it? This guy, he got offended. He got offended at me.
I mean, I fucking say so. It's not really a surprise. I mean, you tell someone they're ugly and they don't like it.
It's not my fault. I'm trying to help him. It's not my fault he looked like a carnival freak. I mean, he looked like a fucking... You know what he looked like? He looked like a dog. and on top of that, his fucking outfit. So this guy, he was wearing a yellow basketball uniform. Like a whole basketball uniform. The top and the shorts. He even had a headband on. I mean, no style. I really think this guy was lost. I mean, this was a party in Beverly Hills.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Did you say he looked like a big, hairy dog and was wearing a basketball uniform?
Yeah. Let me think. It was, I want to say it was number 42 on the Beavers. Like who the hell are the Beavers? Are they like the Clippers or something, like the minor leagues?
Dr. Felsmere, that man was wearing a costume! He was dressed up like the Teen Wolf. Were you at a Halloween party?
A Halloween? You know what? Come to think of it, yeah, I think it was a Halloween party, yeah.
You know what isn't full of crap? It's the New York City subway system.
Really?
Or at least...
Really?
Yeah.
I doubt it.
That's what the Metropolitan Transportation Authority Board hopes to make a reality, as their board officially voted to ban pooping in subways and buses last month. So,
Last month! It took them until, September of 2020 to figure out that they don't want people sitting down and crapping in the back of the bus. Really?
A light bulb just went off. I mean, what can we say? Apparently, they first floated the poop ban back in April as an anti-coronavirus measure because, that's the only public safety hazard when it comes to human fecal matter is coronavirus.
Before we wrap your show tonight, I'm going to give your audience the honor of choosing your replacements so we can permanently have a better program in your time slot. Now, there's going to be a poll on the network website, so listen up, audience. Here is contestant number 1.
Every week, we will give you the latest in progressive, genderqueer sex talk,
revolutionary discussions on critical race theory,
anti-capitalist counteraggression,
and targeted meditations to take down the orange man with the power of holistic spellcraft.
So if you want to see us lick the asses of anti-maskers, misgenderers, MAGA hatters, and more naughty nasties, the Free News Network is the place to be. And if you're tuned into the new show, you can do your part to lay down the law. But if you're not, we'll know it, and we might just come after you.
So turn your radio dials to FNN every Monday afternoon at 4 o'clock Pacific for Ride Along with the West Coast gang of good persons.
We learn special tricks every single week here on the Dr. Ding Dong and Very Helpful Show. It's the only show on the radio where we speak truth to sanity. Okay, that's good, Dr. Ding Dong. So what's the trick? Now what are we gonna do for Halloween? Oh, it's not Halloween yet. You gotta be a little more patient than that, you little fuzzball. But tune in next Monday night, right here on the Free News Network, kiddos. And your old pal Dr. Ding Dong's gonna teach you how to make your very own pipe bomb. Halloween's gonna be a blast. We're gonna blow up Halloween.
Don't even worry about that because, maybe the little puppets at the network weren't aware, but we weren't even planning on renewing that contract anyway. Should I tell her?
You know what? Honestly, do it. I don't care at this point. Do it.
All right. Well, you know what, Penelope? You can have your little fun with your sick fucking kids show and your lame-ass superheroes and those soy-eating losers. I would say we want a spot in your little poll, too, but guess what? You can take your vote and shove it because we don't need your network.
That's right, because we are in the running for the 6-star search with the Hameen Media Group. A much better network than fucking FNN, if you ask me.
Damn right.
Yeah, and if the fans, if everybody listening, if everybody watching right now, if you really like the War on Morons, if you want us to keep making content like this every week, go to Hameen Media Discussion Group on Facebook, or follow our link, because we're going to share it to facebook.com/waronmorons, and we're going to put it down below in the chat, too, and vote for the War on Morons.
Well, good luck to you two. You'll certainly need it. Ta-ta!
All right, well, thank God she's gone. But we're not kidding, guys. We really need your help. We are one of 6 finalists, and we have to win this contest.
Don't let the War on Morons end. Help save this brand. Find us, Hameen Media Discussion Group. Vote for WOM.
New York Democrat Jerry Nadler, he tried to pass off a shark after he awkwardly waddled away from House Speaker Nancy Pelosi in the middle of her press conference. It was pretty incriminating.
Oh no,
yeah.
I'm looking at the clip now. It's like a 5-second clip, but so Nancy's talking. She's giving her, she's saying whatever her bullshit is, and this guy's like one of the people that's like standing right next to her. So like he's not just a congressman; he's an important congressman. And maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm reading into it, but I feel like you can see it on Nancy's face. She can smell it. She's like, It smells like my district in here. They're running every 2 years, so he's got to be up for re-election. I mean, I don't know what Caitlin Bennett's doing right now, but she might want to challenge him, see if she can take a seat for the good guys. Look, I shit my pants, you shit your pants.
It'd be pretty easy.
I mean, and honestly, if you like stuff like this, and I can only speak for me, but who doesn't? This might actually be a reason to vote for Biden in November, because if we do, we'll probably see the president shit himself at the State of the Union address.
Please don't say that. It would be the perfect reason for all the trolls of the internet to start voting for Biden, and we really don't need that.
Yesterday, I was going to the Best Buy. I was going to the Best Buy so I could watch the Jets game. And I got into a physical altercation with one of these Trump fascists. Can you believe it?
Jeez, Morty, that's horrible. I mean, I gotta ask, who started it?
Well, so I go to the Best Buy, to watch football, like I do it every Sunday. And I go to what?
You go to Best Buy to watch football? It's not a sports bar.
What are you? Sports bar? What do you think I am? One of the Rockefellers? No, the Best Buy, they sell it for free. You go in there, you sit down on the couch, you relax. They've got 1 million televisions in there. Nobody bothers me any. But yesterday, I'm going in there to watch the game, and there's this bastard there. There's no other word for him. This bastard there, and he's wearing a face mask. And on his face mask, if you can believe it, it says, "Make America Great Again."
Okay.
Make America great again. It might as well have had a swastika emblazoned on his face. And I say to him, you, sir, you're committing an act of hatred toward me, for one. You with that mask, you're a hypocrite, for two, because your president, that orange bastard, he has even said it. He said it. The coronavirus. He said it's the new hoax. If it's the new hoax, I said, why are you wearing that mask? And I put my finger in his chest, and I speak very forcefully. Very forcefully. I was a boxer. In my youth, I had spittle flying from my mouth into his face, and I say, if you want to make America great again, you should kill yourself, sir.
Jesus, Morty. Man in need of a ride calls 911 with a lie about having found a dead body. So,
hold on.
Yeah. It's a lot to unpack, I know.
Whatever, but, we lie on the background check, we say we run one and, it came back clean or whatever. And, these people, we're able to set them up with jobs. We're able to, beat the prices of a lot of other recruiters out there because we're going after candidates and fill the jobs much quicker because we're going after candidates that, these other recruiting agencies, they won't touch. So,
wait, hold on.
It'd be fantastic.
I thought this was like some kind of like you're helping people kind of reintegrate into society. You're just lying and not telling the companies where you're placing them to work, like who these people actually are. Like you're actively seeking criminals.
Well, look at it does rehabilitate them. I mean, I got a couple of success stories here. If you don't believe me, I'll play them for you. Here you go.
Hey, my name's Chuck, and 5 years ago I got out of prison. I got a lot of trouble because I beat this guy outside of a bar with a baseball bat, and I was like, fuck, I'm never gonna get a job. But Jobs for Anywhere, they were like, hey Chuck, you already love baseball, we got the perfect career for you. And now I'm a mascot for a minor league baseball team. And if any of these fucking kids piss me off, they're gonna get it too.
Okay, Cynthia.
Yeah, see, that's fantastic. That's Chuck. He's one of my best clients.
No, it sounds like you took a violent criminal that beats people with blunt objects And then you think that he's a baseball mascot now.
How perfect is that?
It's not. It's the opposite of perfect. I mean, aren't you worried that he might hit one of the kids that goes to the baseball game or assault, a fan?
I mean, they don't give him a real bat. They give him, a stuffed bat because, he's like a big bird or something, It's fine. Anyway, I'm moving on. Here's my next testimony.
Hold on. You didn't pay for ads, but... All right, whatever.
When I was...
It's not an ad, it's a testimonial.
Selling dope. What? They called me the Love Stick. And I loved it. But when I got locked up for human trafficking, I knew I could never get a normal job again. At least that's what I thought before I hooked up with jobsforanyone.com. See, they told me if I could convince these little teenage bitches to turn tricks and slang their ass in the streets for heroin, I could definitely convince them to tune in to the afternoon drive for 95.5 smooth R&B. Now they call me DJ Love Stick. But I still pimp hoes on the side.
Okay, did you hear what he just said?
Tell me you're not, faking sanitizing the school.
It's already clean.
No, Jesus, that's
I cleaned last week. I cleaned last week. I got a bucket. I got the water.
No, Jesus, it doesn't matter that you cleaned last week. These kids, it's your job to protect the teachers, the kids, everybody from catching this coronavirus. I mean, it's
no
people.
big deal. It's no big deal.
It's a pandemic.
No. And so I just don't feel like cleaning auditorium. So I'm just gonna say I did, but I didn't.
No. Jesus, that's not right. You have to do you realize how much trust these people are putting in you for their safety, for their health? You have to sanitize every day.
You don't know. There's 300 students for assembly tomorrow. That doesn't just make it dirty again.
Well, then you need to talk to your boss, and you need to say to the principal, I need more help. I need more people to help me do this if it's too much. You can't just not do it and say that you did.
I think I will. It looks, it's pretty tidy.
No,
it's pretty good.
It's not about tidy. It's about getting rid of the bacteria and the germs so that nobody catches the virus.
I don't see any bacteria. I don't see any bacteria.
See it, though. It's too. Do you know how bacteria works? It's too small. You can't see it.
You're being a racist again. You think I can't see because I'm Mexican?
No, that's not what I'm saying. That's not at all what I'm saying. I'm just saying nobody can see bacteria.
I can see dirty, and it's not dirty. It's good.
Okay, but
it's clean.
Jesus, this is not right. Your boss needs to know what's happening. This is not acceptable.
Mr. Anderson, if you want clean, he clean himself. I see him mañana.
He's paying you to do the cleaning. That's your job.
No, I think it's you say Corona. I think it's Corona time.
No.
It's Corona time right now. Yeah. Listen.
Jesus?
I have a 12-pack.
That's unacceptable.
I'm gonna drink my Corona. I'm gonna relax. I'll listen to my sounds.
You're gonna go into that freaking assembly tomorrow, and God forbid one of them touches this. I mean, they could spread it to their families, their parents die.
Strong.
I mean, you could have
everybody
multiple
dies
deaths on your hands.
It's okay. No worries.
It's not okay. I have a lot of worries.
Yourself. You need to relax. So why don't you have a tequila? I think I will have a tequila too.
So he was stalking a juvenile girl.
Yep.
Creepy. He has a disdain for law enforcement, because obviously. And he was a grown man shitting himself. Am I putting it all together correctly?
That's the three biggest points, I guess.
Okay. I mean, this is not my official guess, but I have to ask, did this take place in Scranton? Because this sounds like Creepy Joe might have gotten away from his handlers.
I like that, yeah. They thought he was in the basement. But he was out stalking little girls and shitting himself in public. I could actually see that happening.
I mean, maybe you don't understand. I'm not exactly, I'm not the man of the same kind of cloth anymore. You see, because for a long time now, for decades now, you know, I held my church, I held my flock, and I told people all these lies. I told them the lies of Christ. I told them the lies of Jehovah. I told them the lies of John the Baptist, and I say no more. No more of that bullshit. Because the Bible is the biggest lie that the Lord has ever enforced upon us. And that's why it's important. You know, if you're listening out there, if you're watching on the YouTubes, if you're listening on the Spotify, if you got a Bible in your house, I just need you to go right now. It's okay. Just listen to my voice. Go fetch your Bible. And go fetch an accelerant, maybe some gasoline, maybe some lighter fluid. It don't matter, because we're going to set that motherfucker on fire. We're going to burn it to a crisp, and we're going to tell God to kiss our big black ass.
What the hell? That's, extremely offensive to a lot of people. What are you talking about?
What you talking about? Come on, I'm the one that I wasted half my life for that motherfucker, and I don't think you understand. Motherfucker. Well, that's what he did. Maybe you didn't read the Bible. Where you think Jesus came from? Ha ha! I got you there. Now, Lucifer, Satan, he never fucked no mothers.
Vietnam, where police seized. Get this, they seized 345,000 used condoms that were cleaned and sold as new.
You know what? Canada doesn't sound so bad, actually.
I could see them doing something like this on downtown East Side, but...
Honestly, I don't understand the logic here. Not that there was any. How much could they possibly be saving by reusing condoms?
So hey, the economy's down. We're in the middle of a worldwide pandemic. You got to find those margins where you can find them. And apparently, there's a market for gently used condoms. They busted a whole operation around this, and they were selling them for 17 cents a kilogram.
Do you understand that I'm wearing spandex? I've got a cape. I've got a fucking mask on like the Lone Ranger, and you're trying to tell me I'm not a crime fighter?
Right, you're just a goddamn freak.
Well, tell that to this. You hear that?
You know what?
You know what that is, right? That's a gun. So anyway, no, I wasn't calling to tell you about the jaywalkers or the speeders or the disrespecters. I was calling because it's Halloween coming up, and I heard you talking about that. The mayor of what's it, Chicago?
Yeah, Lori Lightfoot.
Who the fuck does he think she is? She's making fun of people like me, dressing up in a costume. She don't have to. I know she looks like a man, but she don't got the fucking gonads to do what I do on Halloween time. I've got a big plan for Halloween. I'm gonna make sure all these kids are safe, you know?
Holy shit, what the fuck are you planning to do?
Well, I know that the state's open, and I know that we're not worried about the the coronavirus anymore, but I'm just gonna kind of do a mop-up operation, and I'm gonna do a clean sweep and make sure that there's no spreading going on, with the Halloween candy getting passed out.
So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going door to door with the trick-or-treaters, and every time they get some candy, I'm going to fucking make them show me their candy so I can bleach it down and wipe it down and then take away any candies that look like they might hurt a kid. And I just make sure that they get the ones that don't, ain't full of coronaviruses.
It sounds like you're going to infiltrate a group of innocent children and poison their candy and take what you don't poison.
I mean, it's kind of a strong word, poison. I'm just going to bleach it down. I'm going to bleach down like the...
toxic.
Come on. Why do you think Donald Trump don't got the virus anymore? He knows about the bleach.
No. He's not taking bleach for it.
Yeah, you're spreading lies and propaganda. If you do any more of that, I'm going to take a field trip up your way. I've been doing a lot of justice down here around Miami, but I can do the same thing in Tampa. But anyway, I only bleach down like the almond joys and the Raisinets and the fucking circus peanuts. Nobody likes that shit.
Oh my God, you're just going to ruin Halloween for these children. Besides, there's no point to this. The CDC already said that it doesn't spread on surfaces. So this is just
I'm just giving you a little extra layer of protection. But if it's like a Snickers or a Butterfingers or the Reese's, I love those. I don't need to bleach those down because I'm going to eat them. And I already had the coronavirus a couple weeks ago.
Did the Rona rain on your Halloween parade? That may be actionable. Jimmy James here with James, Jameson, and Johnson, and it's time to get that trick-or-treat money, honey. That's right, it's spooky season. But your old pal Jimmy ain't scared of a frivolous lawsuit. If your mayor, governor, homeowners association, or anybody else is keeping your kids inside this year, we're going to drag their asses to court for emotional distress. And what about you homeowners out there? Maybe you are getting trick-or-treaters at your door, but they ain't keeping 6 feet apart. They could contaminate your whole family. Talk about reckless endangerment. We're going to sue their parents. Did your kids bring home a haul that's just a couple pounds too small? I don't care how the economy's doing. We call that civil theft. Look, Halloween only comes around once a year, folks, and we can't leave that candy on the table. So call 1-800-JUST-JIM today, and we'll make sure it's a happy Christmas, too. That's 1-800-JUST-JIM.
That man Jay trying to talk about I gotta give him $100. Put an ad on the air. I don't want to pay no $100. I pay for all the money to have a Grubhub. So I'm just to call up. You talk about Jamaica, then that means you cultural appropriation me. If you don't let me come on talk about One Love Caribbean restaurant on the Grubhub now, serving all of Palm Beach County, Riviera Beach, North Palm Beach, West Palm Beach. We go down to Palm Beach Island. I give Donald Trump some grubs.
Come on, Delroy. This is all just an elaborate ploy. You're just trying to use a story to get out of paying for a sponsorship spot. And honestly,
what kind of money I got? You think I got $100? Come on.
Delroy, we don't want your money. You serve people rats and shit. Like, you shouldn't be advertising. You should be out of business.
No, you sound just like the health inspector. I tell you, they come up down upon my head already for the Grubhub. They say, how you going to serve the curry chicken if it ain't even got no chicken in it? And I say, it's got grubs. It's got grubs in it. You called Grubhub. How can't I serve no grub?
Ew, God, Delroy, that's not what they mean by grub.
That's what I mean by the grub. I serve you the grub in the beef patty. I serve you the spiders. I don't even charge for the spiders. I say it's vegetarian food, and I give you the creepy crawlies for free. It's the best food. What you talk about, disgusting? You sound like that Adele singer.
Honestly, Delroy.
Everybody know you. No. I am talking now. You listen to me right now, okay? Hey. What time of year is it?
October?
It's Halloween time. What's creepy than a creepy crawly?